All right, welcome back to the channel. Adrein Broner clowned a judge, and then the judge clowned him back at the cost of about $3.2 million. Adrein Broner is stuck on stupid mode. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. First things first, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter for non-boxing, Now, Adrein Broner. Wow. He is fined now $4 million for an incident that took place with a young lady in a nightclub. A judge, after Adrein Broner, my understanding was, said that he did it and was like, okay, let's enter into an agreement where I can make things right. He said that he would pay a certain amount of money. The money was $800,000 roughly. Adrein Broner last month, or yes, in October, a matter of fact, it was November 1st, October 31st, I do believe, was the date of the Gervonta Davis fight. On his way back to wherever he was going, the judge snatched him and brought him into court and threw him into jail because he was flashing a bunch of money. What he said was that the money wasn't mine. I only have $13. I swear to you, Judge, I only have $13. The judge put him in jail for a day or a night, whatever it was, let him go, and gave Adrein Broner this warning. Stay off of Instagram. People are watching. I did a video in which I said that this judge, right after that, Adrein Broner gets on Instagram again with a big stack of money and says, hey, see, like I told you, I only got $13. I only got $13. These are my rich friends, right? Trying to make a joke out of the fact that the judge threw him in jail for a day and he was like, boop, I'm out. I'm going to go make this. I'm going to go do what I want to do, make the fight or whatever. Adrein Broner, I don't know what happened after that until this morning, where I hear that that judge increased the amount of money that Adrein Broner owed the person by $3.2 million, bringing it up roughly $3.2 million, bringing up the sum total up from roughly 800,000, short of 900,000, all the way up to $4 million. That is $3.2 million just for being a smart behind. All you had to do was make some money payments. If you're friends with all the cash that are giving you all this cash, smart guy, why don't you take some of that cash that you have and give it to her? See, since your friends that like you so much want to give you big wads of money, why don't you ask them to help you take that money and go pay off that $800,000 that you had? But no, you get right back in the face of the judge waving the money, and she now slaps you with $3.2 million fee. That, my friend, is what you call a pencil whipping. Okay? And for the first time ever, I have absolutely no sympathy for Adrein Broner whatsoever, because that's what you get. Adrein Broner, that makes no sense to a mature individual, but to a stubborn individual and a jokester and somebody thinks that the world is a big game and it does nothing matters. Yeah, things can get kind of serious eventually. Now, my question to Adrein Broner is this. Now that the judge increased it from $800,000 all the way up to $4 million, when you blow that off, what do you think that they're going to do next? Do you not think that at some point in time you're going to wind up held somewhere where you're not going to get out for a while? I am not an expert in that area for sure. However, I'm pretty sure that the long arm of the law got a couple more tricks up their sleeves for smart Alex. Now, and this is where I just, my problem with this stuff is, I know that the criminal justice system gets a lot of beef and should for the treatment of many people that look like me, right? Very, very obvious thing. There's a lot of distrust out there out there in the world in that regard, right? And I stand by the suspiciousness of 99% of the people out there that worry about those things, because I worry about those things myself. What I don't feel a lot of sympathy for, though, is just the buffooning clowns out there acting as if nothing matters and they don't have any type of standards that are out there in the world that they have to live up to, that everybody else has to live up to. They think that the world should be the wild, wild west for them, that they should be able to just run around because they got money and they're famous and people like them, that they can just do something to some girl. And then when you make a promise and you say, hey, I'm going to solve the problem, and then you don't live up to those expectations, not everybody's going to be happy just to be around you because you're famous. Some people are going to say, look, man, you're disrespecting me at a certain point in time. And that's what the judge did. So, like, for me, I understand that the system is very, very harsh in a lot of areas, in a lot of ways. For us to compound the issue with your own stupidity, it's just something, man, that I don't have a lot of time and respect for, man. Adrein Broner is beyond his own worst enemy. He is dang near the enemy of everybody with common sense. Man, pay your bills, okay? At a certain point in time, dude, sticking your head in the sand and acting like an ostrich, right? Like you can stick like they say ostriches do. I don't know if that's true or not, but they say, an ostrich sticks his head in the sand. Don't stick your head in the sand. Don't think just because you can't see things and you're ignoring things and your head is completely surrounded in darkness that other things aren't happening in the world, right? And if people are serious about the fact that they say that they care about their kids, they care about their legacy, they care about all these other things, if you are the provider for your family, if you're the provider for your kids, don't you think you owe it to your kids and you owe it to your legacy to be available for them and not to be wasting what their future could be by having judges pencil whip you out of $3.2 million that you probably do not have and now got to go work to earn from some. It's just stupidity all kind of different ways. But anyway, that's Adrein Broner. That's the conclusion to this. I doubt it's a conclusion to this situation, but I've been covering it from the beginning, so I figured I would update you and let you know what the press is saying is going on now. Anyway, that's my take on the situation. You let me know yours. And with that, I'm out. Peace.